How about those Padres, man? They've clinched a winning road trip behind Ryan Weathers and Manny Machado. We will get into that. And Xander Bogaerts. It is the wrap-up show. Make your way in, John and Jim, with you for the next hour or so. As you make your way in, we see a lot of people already are with us. Make sure to subscribe. We've got your year-round Padres content day in and day out during the season. Smash the like button for us. You can follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the supers. There's already been a super that's rolled in that we're going to get to actually off the top. And then all Jim cares about is this Lakers game for whatever reason.
Dude, it's crazy.
So we appreciate the supers. Click the $ below the chat box. Thank you for your memberships, guys, as well. Just click the join button. And thank you for your support of our partners as well. We'll tell you all about those here tonight. You'll notice, by the way, pinned at the top of the chat is another daily fantasy game. Who wants to draft tonight? Let's fill that thing up. Let's draft tonight for a daily fantasy MLB contest through Underdog Fantasy. The link is at the top of the chat. Get in there right now. All right, Jim, why don't we start with this?
Hold on, LeBron's about to shoot for a game winner. LeBron's about to shoot a game winner. Here we go. LeBron. Oh, drives. And he throws it to Schroeder for 3 in the win. He made it. Holy shit.
So he kicked it out to Schroeder, who hit a 3.
Yeah, they just won. Well, there's 1.4 seconds left.
Wow,
corner 3 for the win.
Wow, the Lakers are moving on to the 7th seed. This is a monumental night in Lakers history.
Where
Where were you when they clinched the 7th seed?
LeBron drove baseline, kicked it out in the corner, wide open shooter for 3. They have the lead with 1.4 seconds left.
Dude, oh my God. You might want to do a Lakers channel on the side.
Whatever. It's fine.
All right, let me start with Jimmy. Jimmy, thank you for your support of this channel. Thank you for the super. He says Machado is due for a home run. Machado had the big hit in this game, obviously, the 2-out, 2-run double, trailing 1-0 in the 5th inning to give the Padres a 2-1 lead. Now, we had a very interesting conversation today on radio where Jim basically – oh, your light went out.
Yeah, they turned the light. Yeah, it's okay.
Hey, you basically said Machado's got to –
Can you turn that light on over there?
Jim today said Machado's got to be better. Is that fair? What'd you say? You need to see – tell me what you said.
No. Sorry, there's a lot going on over here right now. What I said is that – what did I say? I didn't say he needs to be better. I just said, hey, the start of the season, he's got 2 extra base hits. It's been 11 games, and you want to see him pick it up as you do with everyone else. And he did that today. He got the 2-run double and played fantastic defense. And, we know that Manny Machado is going to get – we know that Manny Machado is always – oh, my God, they fouled. We know that Manny Machado is always –
They didn't foul on a 3.
They'd fouled on a 3 with 0.1 seconds left.
He's going to miss one of the free. Whoever's shooting will not make
Conley,
3 free throws.
Mike Conley. Oh, my God.
There's no way he makes all 3.
Are you kidding me?
There's no way he makes all 3.
Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, my God. They fouled him.
Not intentionally, right?
No, but Anthony Davis, what are you doing?
Here's the deal. Let's concentrate on the reason people are here.
Okay. I said that Manny's always going to post. He's always going to have his numbers at the end of the year. He's always going to give you 30 home runs and 270, 90 RBIs, right? That's great. But the thing with this team, and we've seen it, is when Manny goes, they go. When he hits, they win. Case in point tonight. He hit, they win. And he started out red hot last year. Red hot. And look what happened in April. They had one of the best Aprils in franchise history. I think you said it even like in May, they had the best record through however many games in franchise history. So it's no coincidence when Manny Machado slumps, this team kind of struggles, right? And to start the year 6-5, it's not the worst thing in the world. But, with the expectations that they have going into the season, they're so high. The fan base, is kind of sitting here kind of like, okay, when are we going to see it? And that's all I'm saying. It's one of those things where, oh my God, he made all 3. It's just one of those things. Yeah.
By the way, here's the thing. This is a long way of Jim saying he called out Manny Machado, and every time he calls out Manny Machado, he makes Jim look like an idiot.
Yeah, that's it.
Basically. Okay. So Jim's trying to spin it. Whatever. You said be better. I kind of said the same thing earlier.
No, I didn't say be better.
Soto, Machado haven't necessarily
I was
lived up to, I mean, they've been, yeah, I mean, it's early. It's 12 games, so it is what it is. But if you look at the 12 games in their entirety, Soto hasn't hit, Machado hasn't hit for power, and they're 7-5. So I guess that's a good thing because you haven't seen the best of Machado or Soto, and they're 7-5.
yeah.
And they played a relatively difficult schedule considering this road trip.
Yeah, and you hope that Manny, or not Manny, but you hope Soto picks it up. You hope, Cronenworth picks it up here, and they will. They're gonna. It's just they're going to. But hey, in the meantime, I'm not going to sit around and continue to say, yeah, they'll be fine, they'll be fine, they'll be fine, without pointing out what they're doing in the moment, which some people don't want to do because they just are fanboys.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a short period of time, so I mean, I don't think it's a reason to. But nobody's overreacting. I mean, who cares?
No, this is
It's
not
12 games.
this is not overreacting. This is just pointing out factual statements. At the time the game started today, Manny Machado had 2 extra base hits. Juan Soto was hitting 190. Jake Cronenworth was hitting 180. Those are factual statements.
Right, and they're still. I mean,
And
yeah, Machado had a big hit, but
yeah, and Soto didn't do anything tonight. Cronenworth didn't, but you want these guys to pick it up.
Yeah, and they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Vector 53, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the super. Thank you guys for the super. It's a great way to support this channel as you make your way in. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Year-round content for Padres fans. Smash the like button. Follow us on Twitter. And again, we appreciate the support with the supers. Click the $sign in the chat box down below. Get in that underdog fantasy draft. That draft is going to happen once it fills up. 6-person daily fantasy contest for tomorrow. So fill that draft up, and we'll have that draft once it gets filled up. Just click the link at the top. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Okay, so he says Weathers being better than Snell right now is crazy. Ha ha. Well, shoot, I mean, kind of everyone's been better than Snell. His 2 starts have been bad. 2 sub-5 inning starts. Weathers today was really good, especially when you consider the circumstance. Bases loaded, nobody out in the first inning. Gets Alonso on a back-me-up slider, and then gets a ground ball double play, and he goes 5 innings, the last just 1 run through 89 pitches. Is that right? Yeah, 89 pitches, 55 strikes. So Ryan Weathers was really good. I don't know what his long-term prospects are for staying in this rotation, but definitely encouraging. And Blake Snell right now is not encouraging, and we'll see how he pitches tomorrow in the rubber match.
Weathers was fantastic tonight. He got himself into trouble in the first, got him out of trouble in the first, by some tough pitches that he made to Pete Alonso, and to get that double play, when you get the bases loaded with no outs, doesn't always end well. Mm-hmm. And he got out of it. He pitched 5 really solid innings, and I think to start this season, you have to be really encouraged from what you've seen from Ryan Weathers. So all in all, you're happy with his outing tonight, and he got the win, so that's awesome. Because of
that is
Machado.
The dumbest foul in NBA history, by the way.
Oh,
I'm the one telling you not to. That is the dumbest foul. I don't know if it's a foul, but what are you even doing getting near him? There's no way that shot has any chance of going in. No scenario.
I know.
None.
It was bad. It was very bad.
Faye, thanks for hanging out. She says 3 hits tonight for Tatis in AAA. We're just 8 games remaining on his suspension. 8 games remaining, folks, on his suspension. Let me get to the next super. From Carlos. Carlos, thanks for hanging out. Carlos is our buddy in Mexico, who I think I'm going to see in like a week at the Mexico City series. So
I'll see you this
Carlos.
weekend.
Yeah, you should. Carlos, if you're going to Cabo, you'll see Jim, but I'll see you in Mexico City. Okay, so he says, thank you for the super, Carlos. He says, there will always be fans to complain about something. Jim to me a couple of days ago. Today was a great evidence of why I wouldn't shut up about Campusano needing to play and why Nola is trash. There's the other conversation of the night.
Oh, calling me out. There's always going to be fans complaining. I'm not complaining.
No. Because it was he. We were saying that he was complaining, and he was basically saying Campusano needs to play. And tonight, well, first of all, the Padres are 4-0 when Campusano starts, so he's going to be getting more opportunities.
Did you hear about Melvin after the game? How much?
Yeah, he's like, this is the greatest catcher since Johnny Bench.
Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly what he said.
He's encouraged by his growth. Yeah,
if he doesn't get a start tomorrow, I would be kind of like
day after night.
Well, and it's also Snell. You're right. Yeah, he's not starting tomorrow.
No, but he'll start when they get back home, probably Thursday.
Yeah, but if he continues to keep hitting, like 3 hits tonight and a double in the ninth, he's doing fantastic behind the plate. I don't see how you
definitely.
can
Agreed.
say that he's not.
Right.
And he's catching good games and they're winning. So why isn't he playing more?
Yeah, he's got 4 starts in 12 games, so
Yeah.
1 in 3, and he'll get more than that moving forward.
Right.
He'll get more, especially the way Nola's playing, which is not well. So, Carlos, good point. I mean, Campusano's going to get more opportunities. Hopefully, he takes advantage of it. Really good point. Thanks for the super. Thank you, Alex, for the super, who says, I never use super chats correctly. See above. What was above, Jim?
I don't know.
I never use super. Alex, can you put your comment again below? You don't have to do it with the super. We will get to it. But thank you for your support of the channel. But you don't have to do a super. We will get your comment when we see it here in the chat. Let me run through a couple of more that are rolling in. Again, Carlos, thank you for your support. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. Please subscribe if you're here. Thank you for your support with the supers. Really do appreciate it. Padres over the Mets tonight, 4-2. Machado, the big hit. Bogaerts, a big hit. Ryan Weathers, the story. And then the bullpen. Honeywell, Garcia in the 7th inning. Wilson in the 8th. That really worked well for Bob Melvin. He deserves credit for doing that, not going the conventional Wilson to Garcia. He went Garcia to Wilson because 3-4-5 was due up. So he deserves credit for that. No question about it. Carlos says, getting choked up about this Lakers T-Wolves game. It's so emotional.
It very is. The Lakers are about to win.
He says, worried about tomorrow's game. No hater available, and he looked very shaky like he did when he got to San Diego. Heard Pomerantz in AAA for whatever that's worth. When's the Pomerantz rehab?
Thursday.
Supposed to start Thursday?
Supposed to start Thursday.
Jeez. When's the last time? Does he know what he's supposed to do with the ball? Like throw it to the catcher?
Ball, throw, hard, where?
Dude, that's crazy, though. I mean, beginning a rehab stint, you can only spend, I think, 30 days on a rehab stint, even as a pitcher. So we might see him.
Would you? All right. Odds that we see this, or we see this tweet from Dennis or Kevin or AJ or whoever during a rehab assignment in AAA El Paso.
Right. Felt
Drew Pomeranz felt a little stiff in his elbow.
Yeah.
He will be shut down and evaluated at another date.
Right.
Like the odds of us seeing that are like 2-1. I feel like the odds of us not seeing that are, it's got to be like a plus 3,000.
No, you're right. You're right. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, is he really going to have the greatest rehab assignment of all time and then be up in May and have a 1.4 ERA?
I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that we're wrong. I hope that he has a great rehab stint and to the point where, like, when he comes back, he contributes to this team right away. At this point in time, how can you trust him? So until we see him back at the big league level, consistently pitching at a high level, which when he's out there, he pitches at a high level. Until that happens, I'm not going to, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any concerns with Josh Hader. It's April and I think he's been fine.
He's going to have 1 run.
Yeah. So
like
I'm not
4 outings, right? 4 or 5 outings.
Yeah. He's got 4 saves. I mean, I'm not, it's a long year too. And he was lights out in big moments last year in the postseason. So I just can't be concerned about Josh Hader right now.
No. And speaking of the bullpen, because I wanted to talk about, Steven Wilson. And he did a fantastic job tonight. He's done fantastic for this team to start the year. But, it was a little dicey there in the 8th inning.
Oh, it definitely was dicey. 2 on, nobody out, maybe?
Right. And I tweeted, that this year, until I didn't preface by saying until Robert Suarez returns, but until Robert Suarez returns, that 8th inning is going to be kind of an adventure at times, I feel like. Unless you have Garcia out there.
I think it's Garcia typically. It's just they went unconventional because it was like whoever was due up, right? Marte, right. Alonso.
Well, it was good on Bob Melvin that he went Garcia in the 8th because that's when the save is there. Like this, we've talked about this a million times. The save always, the save always isn't in the 9th inning. You had the heart of the order in the 7th. You're not going to put Hader there. So your second best guy is Garcia. You're putting Garcia in there in that moment to face in the middle of their order. and he did great. He
Yeah, it
honestly
worked out.
probably could have gone out there for an 8th inning, but you have Steven Wilson, who's pitched the 8th tonight. And my point is when you don't have Garcia available, right? And you don't have Suarez because he's not healthy, that 8th inning, if you have a lead to get to Hader, it's going to just be an adventure. And hopefully the Honeywells and the Steven Wilsons continue to pitch like they're pitching. And if they do, that's great.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're not going to hold all those leads. I mean, we just have to.
know.
I mean, that's just an eventuality. If this team has a lot of 8th inning leads and they don't have Robert Suarez and they can't pitch Luis Garcia and Josh Hader every single day, there's going to be some hiccups. But tonight they kind of avoided them. It was touch and go for a while. 7th and 8th innings, Mets had potential go-ahead runs at the plate, but the Padres found a way to win, and the bullpen tonight was good. Brian, thank you for your super. He says, can't be better than Soto, at least tonight. Yeah, I mean, let's be careful with the Luis Campusano Juan Soto comparisons.
Right.
Tonight, Luis Campusano was good. Juan Soto has not been great to start. He has still been walking, but he has not been hitting. Again, it's 12 games, but 60 games last year too, so I understand it. There's some frustration there, but let's just hope Campusano can get some opportunities to catch.
Absolutely.
And let's hope Soto looks like Soto at some point sooner rather than later.
Yeah, like, hey, I trust that Juan Soto will look like Juan Soto, but until then, you point it out. He's not doing well at the plate. It is what it is, and it's got to be better. It just has to. Like, I know he's not getting paid doesn't have that $550 million contract right now, but I think for Juan Soto's sake, we talked to Chelsea Janes multiple times about this, and it would behoove Juan Soto to have a good year, because if he has another year like he did the last 2 months with the Padres, then I think you're going to start seeing teams kind of question, like, what's going on with Juan Soto?
Mm-hmm.
And it's very early. Like, this dude could completely turn around. His Aprils always historically are not great. But I think for Juan Soto, it would be very beneficial to have a very good season.
Yeah. I mean, he's got obviously, tens, if not hundreds of millions on the line, especially when he turned down $440 million or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So, some pressure there. And he hasn't performed as a Padre by and large. So
No.
he will. He will. I honestly believe he will.
And there's
I'll be surprised if he doesn't.
There's nobody I'd rather have in a clutch situation in the postseason than like Juan Soto.
Right. No, I'm with you. All right, guys. So again, make your way in. John and Jim with you. Padres over the Mets tonight, 4-2. Ryan Weathers the story. Manny Machado, a clutch 2-out, 2-run double in the 5th that hit the chalk. Xander Bogaerts. I mean, how good has Xander Bogaerts been?
Amazing.
The first 2 weeks of the season.
And welcome, everybody.
I feel like it's a comment. What's that?
I ruined the Xander presser, so I feel like I'm a big part of Xander Bogaerts having a great start to the season.
You are a huge part of it. Someone put in here.
No one cares.
Cobra, our buddy Cobra says, I'm so happy we got Bogaerts instead of Turner.
Oh my God.
And again, it's early. The fact that Bogaerts has had a better 12 games than Turner, it's early. But the Bogaerts, I mean, it's hard to fault this signing right now. He looks like a leader. He's performing on field. So it's really encouraging. What are you freaking out at?
This game. Sorry. Lakers are up by 3 and Timberwolves just stole the ball.
How much time?
With like 10 seconds left. This game is stupid.
It's the greatest 7th versus 8th game ever.
7-8 matchup. Can't beat it.
It's really the best one in the history of basketball. Let us know what happens on the other side. But first, we need to tell you about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, because he is the reason we're able to do this each and every night. So thank you, Mark, for your support of this channel. Great insurance agent. The next time you have a renewal, please get in contact with Mark Nimitz, who's a San Diegan and a huge Padres fan. And I've got my insurance through him, a number of different policies. If you switch your insurance to Mark, he can save you $750 or more. So that's a really good incentive. He's got great service and communication. You can take it from us. We've known Mark now for years. Great insurance agent, whatever it is, auto, home, business, renters, life. I've got an earthquake insurance policy through him, homeowners, life insurance policy. So the next time you have a renewal, or if you're looking for new insurance, looking for a life insurance policy, looking for a policy you don't currently have, contact Mark. He'll talk to you about your needs. He'll save you money. He'll talk to you about the Padres. Here's his website. You can get a quote online. There's a link down below if you're watching right now on YouTube. So again, if you support this channel, please support our partners, including our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance.
Yeah, all his information's above my head. mnimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to him, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
All right.
I mean, you have an opportunity tomorrow, John, to have a damn good road trip to start your season. In Atlanta and New York. You go 5-2.
Yeah.
I mean, you are looking real good.
Win or lose, great. I'd say win or lose, really good trip. 4-3 or better is a good trip. 5-2 is a really damn good trip.
Fantastic.
And then you'd be 8-5, and you're doing it without Musgrove. And I don't think they have a win yet from Musgrove, Darvish, Snell entered tomorrow.
Right, they don't.
So they're 7-5, and there's no Tatis, there's no Musgrove. Darvish has been, okay. I thought he was okay yesterday. Probably better than okay.
He's still working his way up,
Snell's been terrible. Hopefully that changes tomorrow. I don't think I'm holding my breath that changes tomorrow.
And see, at the start of the year, we were both up in arms about, him not being ready because of the WBC is because you put a lot of emphasis on him leading the way here. And if Darvish isn't going to have any wins under his belt, or they're not going to have any wins with Darvish on the mound, that means that it's going to put more pressure on the Lugos and the Wakas and the Martinez of the world and the Weathers to win those games. Because usually when you're ace on the mound, it's win day. And they haven't won a game, you're right, with Snell. Well, Snell doesn't have a win. They have wins with Snell on the mound, correct?
Right.
Or
I don't know. He's made 2 starts. He's been bad. I don't know if they won either of them.
They didn't win opening day, and they didn't win the opener in Atlanta, right?
So, no, they haven't won.
Okay, so you haven't won with Snell on the mound. You haven't even had Musgrove pitch. You haven't won with Darvish on the mound, and you're 7-5. So that was my worry, and they've completely eased my worriness with, hey, they're winning without they're number 1, 2, and 3.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And they're winning without, a great offensive player in Fernando Tatis Jr., at least the last time we saw him. They're winning without Machado hitting home runs. They're winning without Juan Soto hitting. They're winning without Jake Cronenworth hitting. Encouraging, I would say.
Encouraging, because when those guys hit, how is it going to look? Are they just going to be real, like, unstoppable? or you're just waiting for those guys to hit, and you hope that with Juan Soto not hitting and Jake Cronenworth not hitting and, Manny not getting super hot yet, which it will happen. It will happen, What is this team going to look like when they're clicking on all cylinders and Tatis is back and Musgrove's back?
I mean, it could be incredible.
And if Suarez is back and if Pomeranz is back, and you're like, what?
Right. Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, it could look really good. Yeah. By the way, Tatis tonight was he 3 for 4, I think, officially?
Still on base.
So, I mean, you look at Tatis since what did he start spring training? 0 for 15, 0 for 16?
Yeah.
From that moment on, and again, that's kind of picking our spots, but from that moment on, what's he hit? I mean, 350 plus? He's hit over 350 in AAA, and he was having success in the minor leagues after that start, or excuse me, in spring training after that start. I think he's probably in the maybe if someone wants to compute that, if you have his spring training numbers and his minor league numbers, I think he's hitting 350 over the last month.
Look,
he's run a little bit. He's hit for power. He's playing right field. He's thrown a couple of runners out on the bases in spring training and in the minor leagues. I mean, he's really had I feel like it's somewhat quiet, but he had that slow start, and he's been really good.
All right, and AAA El Paso right now. I don't know if it's counted tonight's his stats.
That's what I'm saying. I think it does. 353 do you have?
I have 231.
Okay, well, no, he was 3 for 4 tonight. I think he's 6 for 17, or he's 6 for 17 in AAA. And what was he in spring training? Do you have that?
Okay, so my stats aren't updated yet.
Okay, so
I have him only 3 for 13.
He's 6 for 17.
Okay.
And then what was he in spring training?
Spring training, he hit 273.
But you have the at-bats?
44 at-bats.
Okay, so after the 0 for 16, that means he had 28. And how many hits did he have in spring training?
12.
Okay, hear me out. 12 for 28 and 6 for 17. He's 18 for 45. He's 18 for his last 45, which is going to be a crazy high number. So he's 18 for his last 45. He's hitting 400 in his last 45 ABs. Again, we're picking that sample size after the 0 for 16, but he's hit 400 in his last 45 ABs. I'm going to tweet that out right now. You talk about something.
That's very good. and we want Tatis to hit the ground running when he gets back. And we've all talked like, hey, is this gonna be a situation where it's gonna take him some time to get back in the groove because he hasn't been played for forever, or is because he's like the most talented player possibly in all of baseball, or one of the most talented players? Is he's gonna, it's like riding a bike. You just get back on the bike and you're ready to go.
Right.
And you hope that's the case with him.
Yeah, I mean, there might be an adjustment once he gets back up, but there might not be. I mean, that's the thing. And
because he's that freaking good.
I just hope they don't baby it too much, because clearly the guy's ready. I mean, he's 18 for his last 45. I mean, I just hope it's not, hey, play a day, sit a day, play a day, sit a day, DH a day. I need to see him. I mean, they can do that for a day or two or 3 or 4, but eventually this guy's got to play every single day.
And I believe with 100% of my heart that Tatis in 2019 and 2020 and 2021, all we're going to see if Tatis does well when he gets back is it was because of steroids, or it's blah, blah, blah because of steroids. I'll bet like my entire life savings that the reason why he took whatever he took was to heal faster and to get back on the field faster.
You're going to bet $50 on that, Jim? That's a lot of money.
I'm actually betting $35. And that he is not, or he never took this to help his performance on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet my life savings on it, but I agree with your assessment. I mean, it would make very little sense.
So with that being said, coming back, it's basically like to get your feet underneath you, and hopefully, you're healthy now because you got the shoulder surgery and the wrist surgery multiple times. So who says he doesn't look like a better version of 2021 when, oh, by the way, he finished third in MVP voting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're getting you're getting an MVP player.
Hopefully. I mean, we're getting a player that previously was MVP caliber. I'd be surprised if we don't get that player at some point. It might take a day or two, a week or two, a month or two, but I think ultimately we're getting that player.
4 years old, 23 years old?
24.
Yeah, so
definitely 24.
Right.
By the way, pinned at the top of the chat right now is our daily fantasy contest with Underdog Fantasy. There are 4 spots available. Jim, take down that scroll if you don't mind. There are 4 spots available. Click the link at the top of the chat. You'll be in our daily Underdog Fantasy contest. Once it fills up, there'll be a very quick draft. And once the draft occurs, there'll be prizes for first and second place. It's just a 6-person draft. And you're playing me. Jim's not in it because who cares? But you're playing. I'll be in the draft. 5 of you, our viewers, will be in the draft as well. Use promo code PODSWRAP and you'll get your deposit matched up to $100. And if your deposit is only $10, you get a $10 deposit match, $50, $50 deposit match, so on and so forth. PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Get into this draft. The draft will happen once this contest fills up, and then it's a 1-day daily fantasy contest. And by the way, once you draft, it's over. There's no lineup setting. There's no waivers. Okay, it's so simple. It's so easy. It's so cool, and it's fun. And we've been doing it over the course of the start of the season. The daily drafts have really done well. So if you want to be in a draft with us, get in there. Click that link right now. Let's get that thing to fill up. There are only 4 spots remaining. Let's get that to fill up. So click that link. Use promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. You'll get a 100% deposit match. Right, Jim?
Yes, John.
Tell us about the draft. You're a big draft guy.
What do you want to know?
How much you like drafts?
Drafts are my favorite thing ever. If you don't like a draft, something's wrong with you.
Right.
Drafts are fun. Fantasy drafts are just it's the best like shit talking. Like, oh, you picked him, you're an idiot.
Right.
You don't know you don't know baseball. Yeah,
Right.
I love it.
It's great. I mean, you can autopilot the draft. You can put players in queue. You can draft live.
You can win a bunch of money. So that's
right.
like the
And
best
you can
part.
win money. $5 entry. Again, you get a deposit match of any
Mhm.
deposit, $10 or more, up to $100 by using promo code PODSWRAP. Click the link at the top of the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Get into this draft for a daily fantasy contest here on Underdog.
And it also is cool because it keeps you engaged with like with what's going around baseball.
Right. Other than the Padres.
Yeah, like the other night I had Zach Gallen on my team. I would at this point in time I don't give a shit what the Diamondbacks are doing, but
Right.
I looked and saw what Zach Gallen did because I wanted to know, and he absolutely shoved.
Right.
So it's cool in that aspect as well.
Yeah. So click the link at the top. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Get into this draft. Interact with fellow wrap-up show viewers, with us as well. Chance to win prizes. And we appreciate your support of the wrap-up show and Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Ryan. Fernando Tatis Jr.'s first game at Petco Park, should he play, would be May 1st against the Will Myers Cincinnati Reds. That is correct.
It's Will Myers Day. Also,
Will Myers Day. Yeah.
Also Tatis Day.
Right. I mean, think about that, man. Tatis's return. Talk about the importance of April baseball. First of all, that's all you need to know. I mean, that'll be huge when Tatis returns in April.
Mhm.
Then May 1st will be huge because it'll be his Petco Park debut for 2023 and his first time in like 2 seasons. So there's a lot of intriguing storylines, I would say, in the next week or two. Joe Musgrove, Fernando Tatis Jr. Those are 2 of the biggest storylines around baseball, and they're involving the Padres.
Hold on, I need to turn my TV off. Hold on, 2 seconds.
Why are you turning your TV off? You can't watch the Lakers highlights on like replay. Jim's like a goldfish. You can't concentrate on anything. Yeah, it's been a long and short 80 games for me. It does feel like forever, but it also feels like it just happened yesterday. Why'd you turn your TV off?
I'm not watching it.
So you're conserving energy?
I don't leave the TV on.
Okay. Do you feel like it's been a long 80 games for Tatis?
Honestly, well, yeah, because the 80 games are on top of the rest of last season.
Right.
So it wasn't like he was playing and then all of a sudden he got popped and now he's gone 80 games. But the long postseason run definitely helped. I mean, it knocked off what? 15 games? 12 games?
This is a hilarious comment. Yeah, like, do you have a remote?
Yeah, my remote was over there. It was on the couch. I didn't have it next to me. I'm sorry.
This is also funny. Yeah, I'm like, hey, Jim, would you like to promote the partner as well? What do you want to know?
No, you said, what do you say? You're like, tell me about drafts. And I was like, what do you want to know about
exactly.
drafts?
That's my way of saying, say something. Thank you, Isaac, for seeing right through that. It's like today on the radio, Jim, right before the show starts, he goes, yo, make fun of my shirt. I'm like, what? So then we get on the air. I'm like, Jim asked me to make fun of his shirt. But you're like, dude, you ruined it. I don't understand why we're supposed to make fun of your shirt, which you're wearing right now, which I also own.
I said, talk about the shirt. And you're like, huh?
Where were you going to go with it? Let's pretend like I was just like, oh, Jim, you're wearing a Final Four shirt. That's cool. Then what would you have said?
And I would have been like, hey, do you have a Final Four shirt? And then you'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, why haven't you worn it yet? And you're like,
because I literally got it like yesterday.
And I'm like, and then I would have made fun of you. So it'd have been like a reversal.
Oh, I gotcha. You love that shirt. I do too.
Look at this.
What's it say? Made for, get it? F-O-U-R.
I love the like Jordan logo on the side here, and then the Final Four logo right here.
Yes.
It's the one. It's the shirt I wanted. There's other shirts that are cool, but this is the one I wanted.
It's the one you wanted.
It's the one I wanted.
Snell's been outspoken about catchers previously. Who was it that he called out in Pittsburgh?
Campusano.
Who was it?
It was Campusano he called out.
It was?
It was, yeah.
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
That was 2 years ago, I believe.
Wow.
But it was Campusano for sure.
That's
crazy.
100%.
He threw him right under the bus.
I mean, Blake Snell. I mean,
give me your prediction. God, give me your prediction for Blake Snell's outing tomorrow morning because we know this guy stays
He
up.
sucks in day games.
He sucks in day games and he sucks on the road.
He sucks on the road and he sucks in April. So that combination would imply 3 innings, 6 runs.
I mean, and his internal clock is it New York time or is it still San Diego time? Because San Diego time is 10 in the morning. And 10 in the morning, he's still asleep.
No, that's a great point.
What is his line tomorrow?
I mean, best case is like 4 2/3. I feel like 4 2/3, like 3 runs would be a really good outing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go with that. 4 2/3 innings, 3 runs.
Why?
Hey, Jim. Tell us about how much you enjoy interacting every day with our viewers. What are you talking about? I hate them.
What? Who? Yeah, I'm gonna go 4 1/3, 3 runs, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. He'll throw a shit ton of pitches tomorrow. You watch.
Ryan says 5 Ernies, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 7 hits. Mark my words. That's not great.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I will say this though. Mark my words on this. If Blake Snell has a bad outing tomorrow, and honestly, I hope he doesn't, because if they can get the win tomorrow, they have a fantastic road trip. One of the best in recent memory to start the season, especially with where they had to go. I mean, Atlanta and New York are 200-win teams last year. And you go through them 5-2. That's an amazing road trip to start your season.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I have to say something to a chat, so hold on.
Okay. But if Blake Snell gets lit up tomorrow, I guarantee you, and John can't hear me, I guarantee you I'm going to light up Snell on tomorrow's show.
Here's the deal
you've never heard before.
Here's the deal, Rodolfo. If he goes 7 innings with 9 or more strikeouts, 1 earned run or less, I will send you a Final Four program complimentary.
Oh,
come
cool.
back tomorrow, and I'll send you a Final Four program.
Dude, that Final Four program looks awesome. Where's mine at?
Yeah, I could have taken a whole box back, but I didn't want to because they were heavy, so I took one. Look at that.
It's great. Show me your hat. Show me your hat that you got. Show me your Aztec hat that you got.
It's upstairs. Kristen's sleeping.
Excuses.
I know. You saw it's a locker room hat.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see how it looks on you.
But I hope Rodolfo, I mean, that's a challenge. I hope he goes 7 innings and strikes out 9. And if he does, you get a complimentary Final Four program, and I'll ship it to you for free.
I said if Snell shits the bed tomorrow, I'm lighting his ass up.
You're going to kill him.
Just destroy. And you might think you're like, oh, you just want him to suck. No, I don't want him to suck. It's just this is what Blake Snell is. And it's frustrating to watch. And the reason why I would blow up on him is because I care.
Right, you're doing it from a good place.
Right? If I didn't give a shit, I'd be like, whatever, who cares?
I mean, he was terrible against the Mets last year in that postseason game.
Horrible.
Awful.
But you get my point. If I didn't blow up on him, this guy, I've said this a million times. This guy has some of the best stuff in baseball when he has command.
Baseball. You say.
No, here, I'll say this.
Ball game.
This guy has some of the best stuff in all of baseball. He's a great ball player when he can throw strikes.
Rodolfo, I did say it. It's yours. If you go 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, and 1 or fewer runs, I might send you my 12-year-old Cocker Spaniel too.
I thought you were going to say I might send you my 12-year-old son.
No, I'm not sending you my kid. And then this guy says, Rodolfo, that's not happening. Essentially,
not happening, bro.
That.
He might throw. He might. I don't know. He might have 7 innings combined in his next 2 starts.
All I know is if in the freaking bottom of the first inning, he's walked 2 of the first 3 batters.
Oh, it's over.
And I can't deal with that. You know?
Yeah, no. It's not. It's no.
This is funny.
Probably good. Shut me up, dude.
Yeah, seriously. You can. The thing is, he needs his teeth pulled. He's a great dog. He's healthy. It's just his teeth are not good.
Yeah, he's not getting his teeth pulled.
So you can have the dog, but it's going to be like $10K and teeth pulling.
That's how I am with my dog, who's now with my mom. His teeth are horrible.
Does his teeth like smell terribly?
Oh my God, he's the worst smelling breath ever.
Yeah. That's like Sully. He didn't used to be like that, but
But here's the thing: there's at some point you just like let him go. You just like let it go. You're just gonna have their smelly breath for the rest of their life.
congrats, here's a toothless dog. I know, but is he gonna like? I feel like his teeth are gonna kill him.
Well, one way or the other, like something's gonna happen.
Oh, thanks, Jim. That's really nice. Great. Hey, your dog's dead. That's great. That's really kind. Hey, you know what? I hope your relationship with Aaron is good, but if not, who cares? You can get a divorce. It doesn't even matter.
I didn't mean it like
That
that.
is so mean.
I didn't mean it like that. Like, who cares? Your dog's dead.
No, the dog's fine. It's not that his teeth are just bad. He eats, but it's just bothering him. You can just tell. And other than that, he's a healthy, freaking spry dog. So that's why I kind of want to like pull his teeth, but it's a fortune to pull his teeth.
Why didn't
and
you get his
blah,
teeth
blah, blah.
cleaned?
He can't. We tried to clean him 2 years ago. They put him under, and it basically like he like flatlined, and then they took him out from the anesthesia.
Why am I
Because
laughing?
I don't know why I'm laughing either. But so after
He
that, it's like
flatlined.
now they can do it again at the end.
So, you're just like flatlined. He died.
No, but then they're like, "Oops, we killed him." So then they like took the anesthesia out,
Oopsie.
and then he was like,
Our
he was like
bad.
fine, but his teeth are freaking still dirty.
Oh my God. What the?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: if we do this $200 tooth surgery, he's dead. Okay, I can promise you that.
And TJ, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, it's not about the no, it is about the money, but it's not about I mean, it's not about insurance. It's just about I feel like if we put him under, he might die.
How old
based
is
on
he
him
again?
Flatlining.
How old is he?
He's 12. He's a healthy dog, dude. He's a strong dog.
Yeah,
He just
I know.
doesn't
I
have
don't.
teeth.
I sometimes I just don't even want to think about it with my dog.
Who cares? Like you said, I mean, if something will happen, like you said to me.
Well, my dog is up north. He's like 12 years old.
Oh, he's 12? Oh, then don't worry about him. Like Sullivan, just
Well, whatever.
no, I know. I
I know,
love
it's tough.
animals, but
It's tough. It's tough. Ugh.
Toothless dog fantasy over underdog fantasy.
Oh,
Probably should get him
jeez.
on some aura, to be honest.
Some oral,
Wait, what?
like oral supplements.
For the dog? Yeah, he's taking that, I think. I don't know. Ask Kristen. While we have a moment, though, we should tell you about our partner, Aura, ORA.organic. If you're looking to get healthier, like with her probiotic, they have all plant-based products. So everything's plant-based. This is a company based in San Diego. Their co-founder, Will's a San Diegan and a huge Padres fan. Offices in Liberty Station. Amazing company. I have so many of their products, including the probiotic, which I take every single day for my digestion. There's 1,000 reasons to take a probiotic. You can just Google it. They've got a great plant-based probiotic. They have pre-workout supplements. They have proteins for after workouts. If you're taking a fish oil pill, which a lot of people are, you can take their omega-3 oil pill. So they have an omega-3 oil. They have sleep pills, immunity pills, and so much more. There's a link down below if you're watching on YouTube, or just go to ora.organic. Again, ora.organic. Great way to support this channel and a local business. And again, if you're looking to get healthier, everyone can use supplements in their lives, especially plant-based. Yourself, your family, your friends. Please support Aura, ora.organic.
Yeah, support our buddy Will. www.aura.organic. They have everything you need to live a healthy lifestyle. It's all organic and organic and plant-based. Excuse me. Healthiest on the market. Their pre-workout is the best pre-workout that I've ever had. It gives you all the energy that pre-workouts give you, but also it doesn't give you that crash that most pre-workouts give you. So go there right now, www.aura.organic. And guess what? When you try their supplements, you know what you'll do, John? You'll thank us later.
You'll thank us later. This is great. Before we get to the very generous super from Will, our buddy Will, Chris says, John, Jim, does Mark sell pet insurance? Jim, essentially, who's Mark?
Who's Mark? Huh?
What?
Who?
What does Mark have to do with anything?
Mark?
Oy vey. Will, thank you, man. Very generous. Thank you for hanging out.
Thanks, Will.
Thank you for your support of this channel. Thanks, guys, for the support. Just click the $ below the chat box if you want to contribute with the super. We do appreciate it. Padres over the Mets tonight, 4-2 at Citi Field, evening up the series. Remember, the Padres have not lost a series this year We'll see if that continues tomorrow behind Blake Snell or not. He says, big W for Weathers. Velocity looked great and pitched with confidence. I'm assuming he will be the number one swing man once Joe comes back. Also, Pods are 4-0 when Campy starts. Would like to see more regular ABs for him. So we touched on that a little bit, and I think it's a very valid point, and I think we're going to see it. I think when Musgrove comes back, I think they're going to go from a 6-man to a 5-man rotation because they have 5 off days in a 15-day period once we get to the end of April, once they get to Mexico City. So I don't think they're going to be using 6 all season long or all of May. But, I mean, Weathers is certainly a candidate to stay on this roster, whether he's starting or relieving based on what he's done so far.
And with Ryan Weathers to start this season, every single one of his starts that he makes is like with a TBD attached to it. You know, he's not given another start. He's not given like, hey, 5 starts. Like, it's a start. And how do you do? Okay, if you do well, we're giving you another start. You do well in that start, we're giving you another start. But if you struggle, then we're going to start rethinking things here. And so far, his first 2 starts, he's done really well. So he's earned himself another start, which is great.
That's right.
And
definitely has.
When Musgrove comes back, if Weathers continues to pitch like this or continues to pitch well, that's a good problem to have for the Padres, and they'll figure it out to make sure that he remains at the big league level, whether it be in the reliever role or, starting. And we'll see how it goes.
I'm with you, though, on his velocity. Like, first of all, bases loaded, nobody out. He's challenging Pete Alonso, like, up and in with a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. He strikes him out with a slider. So he had the confidence, and he was throwing, with high velocity. And to get out of that spot and go 5 innings, 1 run, I mean, I thought he was on the ropes. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he might allow 5 runs in the first inning.
And one thing, too, that Bob Scanlon pointed out in spring training is that Weathers completely changed his windup. Like, it's a short arm windup now instead of long, and it's very compact. And so far, the first 2 starts, like, it's helped him out.
Yeah, no, he's been impressive. There's no question about it. Yes, appreciate that, Chad. He liked the transition from the dog's rotting teeth to Blake Snell talk.
Very good, yeah.
Jim, tell them about the last time you took Aura. What are you talking about? I take Metamucil. That's good. Faye, sorry to hear about this. I just had a spinning wheel for my computer. Hold on. Lord. My computer, man. My dog doesn't have teeth. My computer doesn't have power.
Is that why you're slow?
I don't know what's happening.
Like you're like glitching?
Maybe. So
I'm
Faye,
this time, I know that.
We're sorry to hear that about a Chihuahua you had that passed, but that's one of the reasons why you love the El Paso Chihuahuas. I love that. That's one of the most popular names in the minors. They sell crazy merchandise numbers.
Yeah. The Storm, the Chihuahuas, that's some good names.
Yeah. No doubt about it. Hold on. I'm just trying to catch up in the chat real quick. Here's a good point here from Michael. Thank you for your membership, Michael. I mean, Weathers is 23.
Right. And you look at the backs, you look at Campusano behind the dish tonight, 24. You look at Weathers on the mound tonight, 23. And they went into New York together, gave up only 1 run over 5 innings, got the win, and can't ask for anything more. And oh, by the way, Campusano got 3 hits and a double. Pretty good night.
No doubt.
Pretty damn good night.
This is a great point from Will. He had a big pickoff. He's always had a good move.
Always had a good move.
So yes, you're right. That is nasty, and that was big, obviously. How about this? 7 Dusted. Hello from Romania. LFGSD. I don't know. Have you been with us before, 7 Dusted? Let us know. Comment in the chat. I don't think we have many Romanian viewers. That's more of a hunch than the analytics. I'm just guessing. We're not as big in Romania as we might be in Southern California, but maybe I'm wrong.
Right. Our Romanian
numbers have struggled. We need a Romania shirt.
Yeah, we do.
Franz, or is it Franz or Franz?
Franz.
Let us know in the chat, Franz or Franz. Thank you for your super chat. He says, I would love to see a Martinez Weathers or a Snell Weathers combo. If those two go deep into games, maybe even a Lugo Waka combo. Okay, to kind of save some innings. and because these guys aren't built up to go 6-7 innings all season long, like piggybacking is what we're talking about. You'd like to see Weathers piggyback with someone or Lugo and Waka to save innings.
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility.
Possibility later in the season.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Not right now.
Right.
Because at some point the question and the concern about Lugo and Waka become innings. And if they continue to pitch consistently like they like at this level, maybe not to this level, but if they pitch consistently, you know, and they give you good outing after good outing after good outing, I'm sure they're gonna have a couple clunkers here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you get to the 80 inning mark for Lugo, and then you get to the 100 inning mark for Waka, depending on how much time is left in your season, what is your plan going forward with those two guys?
Mm-hmm.
Because these
I don't have an answer.
And I don't either. But if Lugo's pitching 7 innings an outing, I mean, how many is that, John?
He's not pitching 7 innings an outing, but 7 times 20 is 140, and 20 starts is 2/3 of a season. So that would be August 1st.
So that's a little bit of a problem if Walker's pitching well. I mean, if Lugo's pitching well.
Yeah, right. He's not pitching 150 innings this year. You wouldn't think. Be impressive.
Look what our buddy from Romania, Seven Dusted.
Okay, so he's deployed, but there are a few Padres fans and wrap-up fans here. That's amazing. Thank you for your service, Seven Dusted. That is incredible. What time is it in Romania? Could probably Google that.
Probably in the morning.
Just ask. What time?
Right. Probably in the morning sometime.
Yeah.
You think?
Maybe. Or in the afternoon.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably in the morning because it's ahead. It's going to be ahead like 8, 9, 10 hours is my guess.
Probably. Yeah.
By the way, Rome Loves Dan had an Aura vanilla protein shake a few hours ago. Love that.
Nice.
Thank you, Rome Loves Dan, for your support of Aura.
They have so many cool like different recipes that online and that they can send you for making your protein shakes and pre-workouts like fun. Like you can take your protein and make it into like cookies, and you can use it for your pre-workout and put like berries in it and like a soda water to like make it I don't, you know what I mean? Like you can do like different things with your pre-workouts and your protein powders, and so there's a lot of things you can do, and they give you recipes for it.
ORA.organic. This is putting me on the spot, Jim. From our member Daniel. John, real quick, what's the best acai bowl in San Diego? I need my fix tomorrow. I mean, Lord, Daniel.
You put him on the spot. I mean, he's Mr. Acai, and so if he doesn't have a good answer for you, then how can you even be Mr.
Well, here's
Acai?
the thing. I do a lot of chain, which I'm embarrassed to say. You know what I mean? Like I'm not doing the authentic. Now hear me up. You know the corner in Del Mar. You know what I'm talking about, Jim. Even though there's like it's like the main corner, seriously, and then you swing down by like Power Plant Park. You know what I'm talking about? You make a left in Del Mar by the freaking.
Why don't you just give a name of the place?
I don't know the name of the place, but there's a spot right there that I like a lot. You looking it up?
Hold on.
Acai Bowl Del Mar. Type in.
Is it called
Jim,
Juice Bar?
Yeah, I think that is what it is.
Well, hold on. It's called Pressed.
No. Pressed is a chain, which I like.
Elixir.
It might be Elixir, dude. Is it like a mom and pop place? I think it's Elixir.
It's by 15th Street. It's a mom and pop place.
Yes, I think it's Elixir.
The first thing I see is like that.
Yeah. That's where I go. I go there all the time.
Elixir.
So I'm a fan of this place, but it's kind of nearby for me, and I like it, and it's local. But I mean, I go to Prest, I go to Nectar. I mean, I go to all these places. Like I need my fix. Everbowl, I'm a big fan of. I'm just looking. Vitality. I mean, I feel like I've done a disservice. I need to wake my wife because she would have like 16 better answers. But those are some good spots.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. HBVV, BRBFBBFBN. Thank you for your super.
I love how we have to always hit this. Maybe change your name to like Bob.
Can you just put your name? Is your real name like Matt Smith? And if so, can you just put that in there? HBVV, BRBFBFBBFN. And how did you come up with that username?
HBBV,
But I can't criticize because you're a loyal viewer and supporter, so thank you.
Right. We'll just go with it.
It says, "Don't like the Doyers. The Padres should get Urias." Is that
Oh, is he a
at
free
all
agent? He's a free agent.
feasible?
He's a free agent after this year.
Okay, so I guess the answer is he's going to get some serious money, will he not?
I choose Otani over Urias.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, Otani's going to get more money
Just a little bit.
by about hundreds of millions.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
And I don't want him on my team. Urias.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. Exactly.
Oh, Jesse makes a great point. This is where we learn that HBVVBBVRBBVBFN is Dan Clark.
Imagine.
Dan Clark would never pay money to us, though.
Hell no. Yeah, I do think when the Tatis return to Petco May 1st, which is still only a couple of weeks away, and the Will Myers, return as a member of the Reds, I think Will Myers is going to get a standing ovation, definitely.
He'll get a good tribute video for sure.
Who gets a louder ovation, Myers or Tatis?
Come on.
It's Tatis. Who gets a better tribute video, Myers or Tatis? Myers, because you're not going to have like some tribute video for
Why do they have a tribute? Yeah, they're like, welcome back.
Yeah, like, where have you been?
Oh, that's right. You were suspended.
Right. We took you off all of our like stadium for like a year.
Yeah, but now you're back, so we got you in the promo videos. Don't worry.
Right. Exactly. All right, guys, we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna do this again tomorrow night, and then Jim's gonna go to Cabo.
Yeah, I'll be in Cabo.
Does anyone have any recommendations for Jim for his?
What? Here's a good one. Put in the chat right now. What should I bring back from Cabo for John? Because he brought me back a little tiny pin from the Final Four. It was a little
tiny pin. It was an appropriately sized pin. Pins are small.
It was a tiny pin from the Final Four. So what should I bring back from
the
Cabo
retail value on that pin is $10,
which is insane because
it is. But they were selling for $10.
Not worth $10, but it says the Final Four on it, so I get it.
Listen, if you want, Jim, I'm not going to give you this Final Four program, but I do have a March Madness program, and if you'd like it, I could give it to you. He doesn't want it.
I want it. I don't want it.
Lord. Yeah, what should he bring me from Cabo? A hammock? You gonna bring a hammock back with you?
An ashtray? John doesn't smoke unless I.
No, I do not. Yeah, I'm a vegan. All I do is eat acai bowls, but I'm a huge smoker. 2 packs a day.
Cuban cigars. Mr. Hanky. Okay.
Bring me something, dude.
They have a gift shop at the.
Is it all inclusive? You just take all the gifts?
No, but here's the thing. That's the thing is at the gift shop in the resort, they like if you go in there, they're like, you need to buy all of our stuff. I looked up online.
Oh, they like force you to buy things?
Kinda, yeah. Because that's where the gift shop isn't free. And if you go on the beach, there's like vendors or people out there that like constantly trying to sell you stuff.
Isaac is saying you should bring back notes for a good show. Like
I should bring back like work ethic.
Hey, can you bring back your work ethic for yourself? Oh my gosh, that's funny. Bottle opener? What would I open? Like
kombucha bottle?
Capri Sun?
You know what I want to get really bad, and we have to do this, is we need to get the new Musgrove mango kombucha.
100% from freaking Ashland.
That we need to have.
We're going there like now. I don't even know. Are they open?
Hold on.
It's Ashland, right?
Yeah, we need that. Like bad, right? I would drink that.
As like our like presenting sponsor.
You know what we work with. But on the show, yeah, the wrap-up show, we need to have one every night. We need to have like our fridge is stocked.
Yes. Where can I get that?
Probably
is
anywhere.
That sold? Like at like Ralph's?
Yeah, can we go to like Vaughn's or something?
Dude, I need this. It's like Musgrove mango or something. I'm like obsessed with it. How have I not found it as of yet?
You just haven't looked hard enough.
Yeah, bring me a gift card to the dog dentist at TJ.
Okay.
By the way, Jim is flying out of TJ.
I am. That's going to be interesting.
Well, it should be fine.
Yeah, we'd be fine. It was fine.
So Holly said, interesting. So it's good, but it's not kombucha. You're saying it doesn't taste like kombucha, Holly?
So what does it taste like? Is it like beer?
Yeah, I'm intrigued. And it's a seltzer, right? It's carbonation, right?
I think so.
Dude, there's so many things we need to try. Like run it back and saying the Firestone mango beer is fire. I might screenshot that. Where can I get that? Run it back. Hold on,
It's a
screenshot.
seltzer.
Yeah. Oh, it's a seltzer.
Oh, I love. Ooh, dude.
Wow.
If I drink this and I like fall in love with it, we're gonna have some serious fun on the wrap up show.
Yes. Well, remember last year you got like shamed out of like ever drinking again.
Well, I was also doing the show in the room with my now fiance, so it was a little different situations. I was in a garage by myself for the first 4.5 months of the season
with like no internet.
with no internet, so I would drink myself to death. Now I live with 3 other people. A little different.
Oh yeah, give me a keychain that says John.
One of those like airport keychains.
So yeah, I don't understand but people are telling you how to get to where you need to get.
That's what I'm doing. I'm using the via whatever.
See, this is interesting. Chad says TJ Airport is a must for Mexico travel. I'm going to Mexico City. And I'm going through San Diego, but I have to stop somewhere. In retrospect, I think I wish I used Tijuana, but I've never done it before, so I wasn't going to do it for that trip. But I'm going to in the future.
The trip out of Tijuana to Cabo cost us round trip $175. If we
compared
flew
to US,
if we flew out of San Diego to get to Cabo, it'd have cost us like $700.
what's the thinking on that though? Like,
What do you mean? Well, it's
like,
crossing
does the plane have wings?
It just I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I have no idea, but it just cost a shit ton of money.
Okay, it's interesting.
It's way cheaper to fly through Tijuana.
It's interesting. Okay. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow. Jim will be freaking out if Blake Snell does not go 5 innings. He will lose his mind before he goes to Cabo.
Mm-hmm.
And he will not be wearing a Blake Snell jersey to Cabo if that happens.
The planes only have 1 engine.
But it's cheap, but it's affordable, but it's cost effective.
No, Run It Back says, quick taxi to the airport once you cross 2. It's way cheaper to fly out of TJ. That's what we found out. Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Please support this channel. Actually, before we get out of here, can we remind you that we have John and Jim merch, which is like a must.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a must for, but if you support this channel, you can pick up some merch. I'll put a link right now in the chat. Just check it out. I mean, come on, click on it. Right?
Do it right now. I have the shirts. Honestly, they fit perfectly. They are. If you're looking for a shirt with like a good quality shirt, the shirts that we provide you are the best quality out there.
Yeah, because when you're wearing a shirt with the back of Jim's head on it, you want to make sure the quality is impeccable.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're wearing a shirt, a wrap up show t-shirt or a John and Jim show t-shirt, you want the quality to be perfect. So these are all perfect. Like it's a good quality shirt. It's not 100% cotton shirts. They shrink and they don't fit right sometimes, but these ones, they fit perfectly. They're not going to shrink much because they're polyester. So go check it out. Go get a couple shirts. There's more than this on the table. There's hats, there's sweatshirts, there's stickers that we have. I'm sure we could do more, but
but we haven't.
So,
but no, we're kind of proud of the merch, and a number of you have picked up some.
And there's also women's shirts too.
Yes. This is not just for men. This is we have a full line, right?
There's a wrap up show Citi Connect women t-shirts and sweatshirts as well.
Right.
With literally my sign that I have on the shirt. This right here.
Oh yes. I don't even know.
Not good.
You'll be fine, right? Cabo? You're in a resort. You're going to be fine. All right. Subscribe, please. Year-round Padres content. We appreciate the subscriptions. Really do. Got to subscribe. Smash the like button. Follow us on Twitter at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Jim's about to hit 10,000 followers on Twitter.
I am.
Maybe I am. In Cabo. I mean, not like today, but at some point.
I'm like 300 away.
Yeah. So follow Jim.
Okay.
Right? Why not? Support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. If you have auto, home, renter's life, earthquake insurance needs, Mark Nimitz is your guy. So please support Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. Again, we appreciate all of you that are participating in the daily fantasy drafts with Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. You get a 100% deposit match up to $100. So your deposit will be matched up to $100. There's a link at the top of the chat right now to participate and sign up for Underdog Fantasy. It's a great, great product. It really is. Stress-free daily fantasy contesting, Underdog Fantasy, and then Aura, ORA.organic. If you're looking to get healthier with plant-based supplements, check out Aura. San Diego-based company, ORA.organic. What does Thomas say here?
He's buying 2 shirts because he likes the back of my head, and he's an idiot.
Dude, thank you, Thomas. See, that exactly. That's how you support this channel. That is how you support this channel.
Let's feel good on a Snell day. Let's have a good Snell start. Let's get a 5-2 road trip. Let's come back home versus Milwaukee and feeling good about themselves.
Will Snell be awake for his start?
I hope he's not gaming right now.
Dude, 10-10 start. I mean, the thing could be over by noon with pace of play.
I know.
Oh, a lot.
Everything.
Just watch this thing back.
Yeah, hit the rewind button.
Hit the rewind. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night. And tomorrow on the radio, 3 to 6, John and Jim.
Peace out. Bye.